And with the first pick in the 1998 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts selected Peyton Manning. Hello, class. My name is Robert Treon, and I'm here to tell you why Peyton Manning is the best quarterback in NFL history, and hopefully make you feel the same way. Everything I tell you today in reference to statistics will be based on facts that I've derived from jackbio.com, ESPN.com, as well as NFL.com. I chose this topic because I believe there's a lot of controversy as to who is the best quarterback of all time. It's usually between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, maybe Brett Favre, some might think. I'm going to talk about a few things today, such as the background of Peyton Manning, his career stats and accomplishments, and what separates him from other quarterbacks. Now that I've told you a little bit about my chosen topic, let's get to the good stuff. I'd like to tell you first a little bit about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the son of Olivia and former NFL quarterback Archie Manning. Manning attended Isidore Newman School in New Orleans, Louisiana. He led his team to a 34-5 record during these 3 seasons as a starter. And Manning also went on to play college football for the University of Tennessee, leading the Volunteers to the 1997 SEC championship in his senior season. He was then drafted by the Indianapolis Colts in 1998 and played there for 14 years. Then, after 3 neck surgeries during the course of his season or his career, was released by Indianapolis and was picked up by Denver, where he's currently employed and is a starting quarterback there. Now that I've given you a little bit of background about Peyton Manning, I'd like to move on to some facts. There's quite a few statistics and facts on records that Peyton Manning holds, but I'm just going to cover a few of them here because, I could be here all day probably. But most career touchdown passes with 530, most touchdown passes in a season with 55, most seasons with at least 4,000 yards passing, which is with 14, most passing yards in a season with 5,477. He's got 5 NFL MVPs, 2 NFL Offensive Player of the Years, best NFL Player ESPY Award in 2005, 14 Pro Bowl selections, 8 AFC Offensive Player of the Year awards, best record-breaking performance ESPY Award in 2005, 2005 NFL Player Walter Payton Man of the Year, 2007 Super Bowl MVP. He's played in 3 Super Bowls and won 1 in 2007 with the Indianapolis Colts. He has set and broken so many NFL records that I couldn't list them all. He surpassed NFL quarterbacks like Dan Marino, Steve Young, Joe Montana, and he's like 7,000 yards behind Brett Favre for most career passing yards. So now that I've given you some amazing facts about Peyton Manning, and now I'd like to give you a little bit of opinion mixed with some facts. In my opinion, what separates Peyton Manning from other quarterbacks is his intelligence of the game and his commanding ability to control the offense. He's like a general on the field. He can disguise plays, figure out the defense, and change plays at the line. In my opinion, no one does it better. He's pretty much like an offensive coordinator in uniform out there on the field. And then on top of that, after having 3 neck surgeries, he's still playing strong and setting records. He dedicates long hours to studying film on other teams and even his own mistakes. In my opinion, I believe he's a good sportsman. He doesn't brag or boast. He accepts criticism, and he doesn't talk down on fellow teammates or players. Now that I really enjoyed speaking to you about Peyton Manning. He's an outstanding athlete and sportsman. I hope I've given you a better insight to what kind of man and player Peyton Manning is and how he's the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Although he's only won 1 Super Bowl, greatness isn't always measured by wins. He's set and broken several NFL records and will continue to do so until he retires. I've enjoyed sharing with you this. And yes, Peyton Manning is my favorite athlete, and I'm also an Indianapolis Colts fan. I appreciate you for spending this time with me and listening to what I have to say, and hopefully I've convinced you that Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback of all times. Thank you.